Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. This time it's complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the RPO, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Watkins. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Offense changing the play. Fires to the middle. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. On the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's going for the goal line. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just hacked.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Does the short pass to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on 1st down. fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Push down for the tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it up, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with offense.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wall.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
To the air on second down. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're an offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Still on his feet at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds his man. It's Wall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Rides to back and leaves it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Needs it to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets it fly. Finds a spot in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Makes the grab on the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arkansas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Trying to bully their way in. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together.